afternoon. Do apologize for being a little late here. This is still a process getting geared up for Valkyrie. I have yet to master. Give me just a second as I do a comms check here. Alright. Getting there, folks. Let's see. Alright, just about done here. Again, I do apologize for being a little late here. That's just kind of the hazards of adult gaming, is you don't always get to make the times you'd like to. Got to divide the time I do have available to me between obviously the most important things, the family and work, and then getting in here and gaming as often as possible, which really isn't all that often. So sometimes we got to pinch a little bit of work in there, like the products we're producing right now. You guys will take a look in the description of this video. If you go into the chat, you'll see the link to the document there, Google Doc. I'll talk about that in just a second. Let me finish setting up here. Damn it. There we go. All right. And where the heck am I at? Hold on here. All right. Okay. Looking good so far. So I'm going to start out with the little bit of change up here. Normally I start out with a couple of how would I say it? Disclaimers. But what I do want to talk about now is me getting in here to Project Valkyrie, and more specifically me getting into the mental management, goal setting, and achieving team building side of things. First off, I want to take a minute to thank the community of EVE Valkyrie in Discord. Just a super great group of people, very helpful. In particular, I do want to give a special shout out to Super Kev. He has allowed me some of his valuable time, because he's got a business to run too and everything associated with that. He's allowed me some of that valuable time in his, gave me some real good lessons that I will be sharing with you guys. And we'll be taking those lessons and rolling those over into a system that allows you and your teammates to have specific training goals. And so, it's kind of like some of the things I wanted to talk about here early on. So let me go ahead and now that I'm into this a little bit, let me put out those disclaimers. If you're here looking for excellent gameplay, you're in the wrong place. I'm not a pilot. I've chosen EVE Valkyrie primarily because I'm not opposed to flying. It's just not really my thing. Maybe right now, but who knows? That might change. I keep an open mind in that. But it's normally not. I'm normally a first-person shooter. I am a Dust 514 refugee/veteran, looking anxiously forward to getting back into whatever it's going to be right now, termed Project Nova. Same company here that makes Valkyrie, same company that made Dust 514, same company I'm looking forward to seeing Project Nova being released shortly. So we've been kind of experimenting around in other first-person shooters. We're starting to get a team together Saturday mornings, so if you can join us Saturday mornings, I think it's from 9 to 10. You're more than welcome. If you're a refugee like myself, or you just want to get into some good gameplay, I welcome you to come and join us Saturday mornings, 9 to 10 Central Daylight Time. I believe that's GMT -6 right now. If this approach to gaming appeals to you, then I definitely invite you to come and join us. Like I said, you're not going to see any spectacular anything out of me today. I am new to this. If you look at my stats here, what do I got here? I don't think I got any kills. I haven't even gone into combat multiplayer yet. I did that for a couple of reasons. Primarily, I actually like to know something about the game I'm playing. I like to get a little bit deeper into it, as I don't have a lot of gaming time available to me. What I do is I use a system that I learned in the military to maximize the little bit of training time I do have. So I've basically used this system now since it was taught to me almost exclusively for the past, I guess it's been a little bit around 30 years or so. I've trained a lot of people in my life, professionals, in doing the same thing I'm doing, and I know through using this system it works exceptionally well, and works for everybody who tries it. So I think it's a wonderful technology, greatly underused. Hold on here, just one second. Okay. All right, test 1 2 3. Okay, happy with that. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure I did in fact have everything up and going there. All right, so a little bit of a background to this. I got back into gaming back, I guess, part-time to play with my kids when I was overseas back in the mid-90s. And I started with EVE Online. I was flying basically Care Bear missions, working the incursions at the time with my sons who were in the States. So that was always a really wonderful way to stay in touch with the family. My business partner and I had even back then discussed about how we might use video games to train people in the basic concepts of Boyd's decision-making process, the OODA loop, and the commonalities that reside within that in business and all conflict. So video games were one way we were looking at it, and for a number of reasons we decided that was not the appropriate venue for training non-gamers about Boyd's decision-making process. However, it is a wonderful method of training people who do have skills in video games how to use this system. mental management system that we've been talking about here in their gaming lives and their real lives. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of take a methodical, slow approach to this. I'll probably blend the mediums and export what I cannot yet stream to YouTube. We're going to need 100 subscribers to make that happen, so the quicker we get that, the sooner we can start streaming kind of the paperwork side of this, that mental process. So if you take a look in the description, or if you look in the chat, you'll see a link to our description. And oh yeah, that leads me to my second thing here is you're not going to see any spectacular gameplay because, one, I am a Dust 514 refugee. That was a console game, so I'm learning how to use keyboard and mouse when it comes to first-person shooter. Fortunately, here in Valkyrie, I am able to use a controller, and as the game was designed to play. And so, that being the case, you're still not going to see any spectacular gameplay from me because I am trying out a new stick layout upon the recommendations of a trusted veteran. And what you will see, however, is me getting in here and seeing how I fly, what I can or cannot do, and I will not be able to do hardly anything because this, like I said, is a new layout for me. The struggle is real for me, and I think it kind of represents the struggle pretty much all new, whether you're a keyboard coming to the keyboard or then going to the mouse, what that represents to a noob such as myself. In this case, coming to a three-dimensional battle space, flying a ship through that. So that'll have its own challenges, but the purpose of this stream here is I want to, over the next few weeks, months, start showing you how these systems are integrated so you can maximize the use of your training time, not just in training yourself to shall we say, sustainable level sooner than someone without a plan or a series of goals that they're setting for themselves. So that's kind of the intent here, is to take this nice and slow, get some interaction with you guys, which leads to that second point here is I know that there is a way I can get my Twitch chat in my screen here. I saw that the other day. I will look for that for you. The best way to get a hold of me is obviously as a friend through our Discord. If you look down at the bottom of our direct action resources or my homepage, Nomex Galat, Nomex G, you'll see our link to Discord. You can get down there, get in our general chat, and see if there's a kind of a fit. If there is, we'll get you into our into DAR and roll you into this kind of training, and be happy to answer all of your questions and help you achieve your training goals. So I'm about to get into this, and so just kind of keep in mind what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use that document that I've linked in the chat, which is, let's see, what did we call that? It was the 10 basic training objectives. And those basic training objectives are based off of the advice from Super Kev's training video, are the basics of the assault class, in particular the Wraith. So I'd invite you to take a look at that. We kind of get into an outline and then some next steps, which the next steps would be looking at the training journal, which is going to be forthcoming. Like I said, I got limited time, but I am pumping that out. Man, let me jump back to that. If you need to chat, I'm probably not going to see your chat in the Twitch chat stream. Again, the best way to get a hold of me is through that Discord. So we're going to roll this 10 basics and the experience I have from today into goal setting process, which is part of our training notebook. And that training notebook is designed to help people first identify and then achieve their goals. And so probably the main reason I want to put this series of videos out is because, one, I really believe in this process because I've seen it work so many times. It's helped me win national titles. So I have seen it help other people, and I strongly believe in it. So I believe this information is important enough to get out there, and I know in my experience in the gaming world that there is a lot of really good operational and strategic level advice out there. As a matter of fact, one of my favorites I've come across, and you'll probably hear me reference a lot, is I think it's E-Athlete. E-Athletics, something to that effect. I know they sell a brain boosting drink. I have no idea about that. This is an endorsement on that, but what I would definitely endorse is you go over there, look at their website. They have some of the probably highest production quality material on there about some very core important concepts like being able not to tilt or recovering from a potential tilt, why that happens, how you can help yourself overcome those kind of things. And so there's a lot of good stuff. I know I bought one of my kids a online course as well, so I know there's a lot of good operational and strategic level stuff out there. And I definitely recommend you guys look deep into that as well. And at that E-Athletes or E-Athletic, I'll get that link for you in the description. They do just a really good job of covering most of it. They get really granular. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get even more granular with this training. I'm going to come in behind that and fill those gaps that are vital to actually being able to achieve those goals, because there is a roadmap you can take. There's a general pattern, a general template you can use. You can take that template using those basic steps, customize it, obviously copy it, then transform it with the stuff you already know, and then customize it into what you need for your game, what you need for your goals. So this is going to be kind of a slow process. Like I said, I got to divide that time between playing and critiquing myself and producing materials. And I guess one other thing I'd say is don't look for high-end production quality materials. This stuff is made to be distributed widely and quickly, and it's made so people can get their hands on it and then transform it and combine it with what they know to customize it for their needs. And so having said all that, we can use this system. I want you to know you can use this system. This system rolls right into micro team training. That would be in the case of Valkyrie, that would be your wingman. In the case of a first-person shooter, that would be your battle buddy. So it has a lot of applications across a broad spectrum of games. Well, pretty much every game out there. I can't imagine that there wouldn't be one where it wouldn't be important if time is a factor in it, and pretty much all games are. So that's what we'll start doing here over the next few weeks. I beg your indulgence here. This is, for me, a kind of a test run compilation of all the lessons we've learned over the past, I don't know, well, since we started up DAR, and I cannot remember what year that was. So it's probably been about 6-7 years of compiling these documents, putting these together, getting the technology to a place for us where we can go live and start sharing this with people. And a big prompter to that is the upcoming release of CCP's Project Nova. So without further delay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deploy into a basic training program here. And let's see, what do we got here? What are the submenus here? I don't even know these well enough. Proving grounds. Okay, that's kind of, I think something like this should do. All right. All right, so my first goals when I walk into any game is try not to be like the what's that video those white guys put out with the what was it, like a battlefield where the guys running around just looking at the ground, looking up at the sky. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that here. So I'm selecting the Wraith because that's kind of what you start with. So I'll be flying that. So my purpose here is to record this. I'm not necessarily to, obviously, to broadcast so you can see what's going on, but for my information, for the team's information, I just want a record of what I'm doing here. And there's really no better way to do that than to go ahead and record that and or stream it. So I do want to reach out and encourage you to do the same thing, stream. For the first time in recorded human history. Let's see here. Hell. Okay, I can tell I definitely need to turn down the master volume here. Okay. Alright, what are we doing here? Yep, that was a bad use of that missile there. Okay. Uh-oh. Damn it. Like I said, I can't fly this thing yet. I'm trying. Now, where the hell did he go? There he is. Nope. Screw it. There he goes. There he goes. Alright. This controller layout is going to take a bit of getting used to. Alright. Still not getting these turns down, so that's something I've got to definitely work on. So right there is a personal training objective. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, I've got to, and I already, okay. Alright, so a lot of work needed here, that's obvious. Damn it. Alright. I am encouraged. I did get enough orientation there that match with Super Kevin that, you know, at least I know the areas I do need to improve now. And what I need to be looking for is some benchmarks, which is gratefully helpful. I already, damn it. Alright. Ah. Nope. Shit. Shit. Oh man, how embarrassing. Okay, so that's just kind of one of those things, you know, if you're gonna get good in anything, you're gonna have to swallow that pride, especially as a new player. Ah, the hell did he go? There he is. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting that. Boy. Oop. Damn it. All right. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Oh, come on now. Damn it. Whew. Boy, oh boy. Back in the military, we had a description for this. Oof. Whoa. Take your eyes off the horizon for just a second. All right. Oh, did I lose it? I did, damn it. Okay. Damn it. All right. Take on the fighter. Yeah, I guess whatever. All right. Nope. Should finish that fight with that last guy if I can find him. Back over here with the other one. Nope. Okay, well, how do I cancel that lock? I do know how to get out of that, though. All right. Okay, so.
Well done, pilot. More advanced training modules are available in the training section.
So that's
Now
pretty
it's
much
time
it
to
for
show me what
me.
you've got.
Here, I want to let
Prove
this
your skills in a live fire environment.
quit chatting.
Enter the proving grounds and reach rank 5 to complete your training. Go carve out a reputation for yourself.
All right. So I want to cut that for today because there's still a little bit of work to do. I want to make sure all the links look good. I am looking at the looking into getting that feed stream in on the game so I can read what's going in there. That'll be part of what I do here over the next half hour while I try to get things online for you. So I'm going to encourage you to come and join me for these streams, and even more, come and join me in game. Come and join that Valkyrie Discord if you haven't yet. Download Valkyrie, get in here. You can kind of pattern what I want to show you and customize it for yourself. It'll work very well. And again, the purpose here is to help you achieve your goals much faster than you would if you weren't using a system like this. And the first step in that is getting into the manual that I've linked in the Twitch, and we'll link to YouTube as well. Get in there, take a look at that, copy that all you like, and then start customizing it for yourself. We'll start going through that together over the next few weeks and months. And I look forward to being able to work with you and answer your questions here in the near future. So if you kind of like this kind of thing and you really do want to get better at whatever game you're playing, whatever sport you're pursuing, whatever career goal you have, and more importantly, you want to take that information and share it with others, this is going to be for you. So I invite you to come in here, take a look at this, start using it, share it with your friends. Please do share these videos with your friends. Like our content, follow us, and then join us in game. We'll definitely answer your questions once you've joined us in DAR, and anytime we can catch them up here on the Steam chat. Like I said, I'll look into getting that display put up on my in-game play so I won't miss your chat as much, which isn't saying much. Most of my brain power is put into the game, and I often miss the chat anyway, so again, that's not personal, that's just me. Okay, so until next time, I will see you. I think next streaming time will be next, Thursday. I need to change that up on the Discord, or I'm sorry, on the Twitch server as well. Thursday at same time, 3 to 4. So until then, please check out that little guide we're giving you links to, and then I would encourage you to, if you're a Dust veteran refugee like myself, if you have not yet, make sure you get into the Dust Veterans Discord. You can get through that a number of ways, through myself and through the biomass.net site. And Biomass is our partners, our teammates, and we would love for you to go over there if you're interested in Project Nova, first-person shooters, contemporary entertainment, movies, etc. Knowing your memes, a good team over there, real fun to listen to, and most all the time they always have something to teach, and when they don't, it's still pretty funny anyway. So we encourage you to go see our friends over at Biomass for all things entertainment and Project Nova related, with a special veterans twist to it. And make sure you like them, follow them, and stay in touch with those folks. Real good assets to have around, and information news source to keep you up to date with what's going on. A real good group of people. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. Make sure you're getting out there too. If you've been fence sitting and thinking about investment in VR, I would encourage you to do that. It took me too many years to even delve into it, and now I am regretting the fact that I didn't do it sooner. So if you've been fence sitting, hop off of that, get in Valkyrie, get in there with us. And again, if you like first-person shooters, we are streaming Saturday mornings, 9 to 10 Central Daylight Time. Come and join us in there. And you can use the same principles we're learning here in Valkyrie and use those in, like I said, first-person shooter, sports application, business application, whatever. So we enjoyed, ask you to join us and work with us, and I think you're going to have a real good time, because we found that the most fun we have in games is with our teammates, and I think you'll like what we got here. So till next time, I'm out of here, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.